there is a fan thing because the math doesn't math.
The math doesn't math?
No. When Deckard gets brought into the captain's office and he sit there and talk, he mentions that there's 6 replicants. Only 5 were accounted for throughout the movie. When watching this documentary, they originally had another female called Mary was going to be a replicant. They had a whole storyline plotted.
Really?
And they were going to add it to the story as part of the thing. And then they realized it was going to add so much extra cost to production. And it didn't really go anywhere. It didn't add anything to it. So they dropped the storyline and everything. So that's
Mary the replicant.
Yeah, she was another replicant that came with them. There was always the question about Deckard being a replicant. There is a tell that was unintentional through most of the movie production, but because of all the lighting they did, that a lot of replicants had the little red glow eyes, the cat glow, light, reflective.
Yes. Yeah.
He shows it once in his apartment with Rachel. And from that point on, everybody thought that he was a replicant. Harrison Ford wanted to play him as a human. Ridley wanted to leave it mysterious that you don't know for sure. Because at one point where he's looking at pictures of his family pictures, he doesn't know if they're real or not. Because all the replicants seem to have that.
Because Ridley Scott has given multiple interviews going back and forth.
Yeah.
He's called fans morons for not understanding he's a replicant because of the unicorn.
Yeah.
But he goes back and forth. So again, most fans, it's up for discussion.
And again, like the unicorn thing that goes throughout the theme, you know, especially director's cut, this little replicant at the end from Gaff, where it's unicorn, and then there's the imagery in his head earlier on. So there's a lot of pushback. Again, do we need to know Hard Edge if it is or not? Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Whether he is or
it works for me both ways, you know?
Whatever your favorite take on it is. You just go with that, you know? I love the replicants. I mean, was it Brian James did Leon Kowalski, right? The military guy. Scared the bejesus.
Put his hand right through the side of the metal thing.
Yeah.
When he was fucking a Deckard. And the other biggest thing that was never fleshed out, and you almost hinted on it earlier, Terrell was a replicant.
Was he? For sure.
In the original script, he was a replicant. Roy was going to kill him. Realized something was up. Him and Sebastian go to another floor, and the real Terrell is in the suspended animation thing, trying to keep him alive. So they had all this laid out, sketches. They started building the set. Then at some point, they're like, don't need it.
Ran out of money,
ran out of money, and they didn't want to go into it. It's been another 2 or 3 weeks of shooting, so they dropped it.
At points, it does feel a little rushed because there's so much content